Hey everybody, welcome to part two. As I like to try to share everybody's pain about the last week or two with the power being out. Everyone says you need a Generac, but what does that actually mean? So let's clear up probably the biggest misconception right away. I can't tell you how many times I heard someone say, I think I need a Generac. Here's what's interesting. Generac isn't actually a type of generator, it's a company. It's a company. Think about it this way. Have you ever asked someone for a Kleenex? Most of us have. But Kleenex is just one brand of tissue. It's just a tissue. Or maybe you heard someone say they have a jacuzzi. Well, jacuzzi is actually a brand of hot tub. The same thing happens with generators. Generac has become such a well-known name that people often use it to describe any whole house standby generator. It's understandable, but it's important to note the difference between there are several manufacturers that make excellent standby generators. Today though, since Generac is the name most homeowners recognize, we're going to use it as our example while remembering it's one brand in the standby generator market. Now, let me ask you a question. I'm curious. Before watching this video, did you know Generac was actually a company and not a type of generator? Leave me a quick yes or no in the comments. I always enjoy finding out what surprises people the most. Okay, so what is a generator? Let's start with the simplest explanation. A generator is nothing more than a machine that creates electricity when your utility company can't deliver it for you. That's it. It's your backup plan. And everybody likes a backup plan. Think of your home like your body. The electrical panel is your heart. Your wiring is your circulatory system. Normally, electricity flows into your house from the power company. Everything works exactly as expected. Like lights, refrigerator, television, air conditioning, medical equipment, garage doors, internet. Feels like normal, but then a big storm blows through. A tree comes down, power lines are dangling and are damaged. Suddenly, the supply of electricity stops. A generator simply provides another source of power until utility service is restored. Pretty simple, right? Well, here's where homeowners start getting confused. Because not all generators are created equal. In fact, there are really three categories, that most people should understand. Let's look at each one. Option number one, portable generators. You've probably seen these before. Maybe your neighbor rolled one into the driveway after the recent storms. Portable generators are exactly what they sound like. You wheel them out when the power goes out. You fill them with gasoline. You start them manually. Like you gotta pull them, Then you plug in extension cords. Or if your home has a properly installed transfer switch, you can safely power selected household circuits. Notice I said properly installed transfer switch. This is important. One of the biggest mistakes homeowners make is trying to feed electricity back into their home wiring without the right equipment. That could be extremely dangerous, not only for your family, but for utility workers trying to restore power. If you're considering a portable generator, always have the power transfer equipment installed by a licensed electrician. Only use the best. If one of those things that's worth doing right now, portable generators absolutely have their place. You don't want to be jammed up like we were the last week or two. They're usually less expensive than a whole house standby system. They're great for occasional outages. You can run a refrigerator, maybe a freezer, some lights, charge your phones, keep a fan running, maybe even power your coffee maker in the morning. Let's be honest, that cup of coffee suddenly becomes pretty important after a night without air conditioning. But there are trade-offs. Someone has to go outside, fuel it, start it, refuel it every several hours, usually probably be me, store gasoline safely, run extension cords if a transfer switch isn't installed. And remember, portable generators should never be operated inside a garage, basement, enclosed porch, or anywhere exhaust gases can accumulate. This is a big safety issue. They need to be outside in a well-ventilated location because they produce carbon dioxide, which can be deadly. For some homeowners, that's perfectly acceptable. For others, especially older homeowners, that process may become difficult. Let's think about this. The kitchen table moment here. Picture your parents, or maybe your grandparents. It's 2:30 in the morning, heavy rain. The wind is still blowing. The power goes out. Now imagine asking an 80-year-old homeowner to walk outside, pull a heavy generator from the garage, fill it with gasoline, start it, run extension cords, maybe in the dark, maybe in the rain, maybe while it's 90 degrees outside. Could they do it? Maybe. Would they want to? Probably not. I don't even want to do it. That's where the next type of generator changes everything. Option number 2, inverter generators. You may have heard the term before. An inverter generator is still portable, but it's designed a little differently. They're generally quieter, they're more fuel efficient, and they produce cleaner electrical power, which is especially helpful for sensitive electronics like computers, televisions, and modern appliances. Everything is modernized anyhow, right? If you enjoy camping, RV travel, tailgating, or occasionally need backup power for just a few essentials, an inverter generator can be an excellent solution. But just like a traditional portable generator, it still requires you to set it up, fuel it, and start it when the power goes out. It's not automatic. For many homeowners, that's perfectly fine. But what if you don't want to think about any of that? What if you're away on vacation? What if you're visiting family? What if you're asleep? What if you're recovering from surgery? What if your spouse is home alone? That's where the third option enters the conversation. And this is the system that most people are referring to when they say, I think I want a Generac. Open loop for just a moment. I'm going to explain something that surprises almost every homeowner I talk to. Most people think they have to be home for a standby generator to work. You don't. In fact, the process is almost completely automatic. And once you understand how it works, you'll see why so many homeowners describe it as one of the best investments they made at their home. Let's take a look at what actually happens when the lights go out. Now remember, part 3 is going to be tomorrow, and it's going to be called The Generator That Thinks Before You Do.